In a stormy session at the UK Parliament, the air was thick with tension as MPs erupted in fury over the scandal that has gripped the political landscape: Rachel Reeves' role in the £2 billion Ukraine funding crisis. What began as a routine debate quickly turned into a heated exchange, with members from all parties accusing the Labour Party and the Chancellor of mismanagement and betrayal. Reeves, the shadow chancellor, found herself at the centre of a political storm that could reshape the course of her career and potentially shake the foundations of the Labour Party's leadership. The scandal, which revolves around the controversial £2 billion allocated to Ukraine in financial aid, has sparked outrage across the political spectrum. MPs from both the Conservative and Labour parties have demanded answers, questioning the transparency of the funds and the handling of the money. The allegations are not just about the amount of money spent but also about the potential misuse of funds intended to support the Ukrainian war effort. In Parliament, accusations flew thick and fast, with many MPs insisting that the government had failed to properly oversee the funds, while others claimed that the whole operation had been shrouded in secrecy. Reeves, known for her economic expertise and long-standing position as the shadow chancellor, was expected to be the voice of reason in this crisis. But instead, she found herself under intense scrutiny. The accusation that she had been complicit in the mishandling of the funds has thrown her leadership into question. As the scandal unfolded, there was no shortage of MPs eager to seize the opportunity to press her on her role in the affair. Her defense: a firm insistence that she had done everything by the book, and that the issue was a case of miscommunication rather than gross negligence. But despite her efforts to calm the situation, the room was not buying it. As MPs clashed, tempers flared. Members of the Conservative Party were the first to attack, accusing the Labour Party of gross incompetence. They argued that the Labour leadership, including Reeves, had failed to provide adequate oversight of the funding and that this £2 billion could have been better spent elsewhere. "This is a national scandal," shouted one Conservative MP, as the room erupted in applause. "How can we trust the Labour Party with our finances when they can't even handle this crisis properly?" The accusations didn't end there. The opposition leader, Keir Starmer, was also dragged into the debate, with critics suggesting that his leadership had failed to take responsibility for the oversight of such crucial funding. However, it wasn't just the Conservative MPs who voiced their discontent. Within the Labour Party itself, some of Reeves' colleagues have expressed concerns, fearing that the scandal could undermine their credibility in the upcoming elections. Some have even suggested that it could trigger a leadership challenge. The shadow chancellor's handling of the situation has raised serious doubts within her own party, with a growing chorus of voices questioning her judgment and competence. "How can we go into the next election with this hanging over us?" one senior Labour MP was heard asking. Meanwhile, the public's reaction to the scandal has been nothing short of explosive. Across the country, people are asking why £2 billion of taxpayer money was allocated to a foreign conflict without proper accountability. With the cost of living rising and many domestic issues still unresolved, the decision to send such a vast sum abroad has sparked outrage. "Why should we send money to Ukraine when we have so many problems here at home?" one irate voter posted on social media, a sentiment that has resonated with many. The chaos in Parliament was a direct reflection of the wider political and public backlash. MPs demanded a full investigation into the handling of the funds, with many calling for an inquiry into whether there had been any criminal wrongdoing or deliberate mismanagement. The scandal has also opened the door to a wider debate on the UK's foreign aid strategy, with critics questioning the priorities of a government that has spent billions abroad while domestic issues continue to fester. As the day wore on, the political fallout from the £2 billion Ukraine scandal showed no signs of abating. Rachel Reeves, once seen as a rising star in the Labour Party, now finds herself at the centre of a political storm. Her response will likely define her future in British politics. Will she weather the storm and emerge unscathed, or will this scandal mark the beginning of the end of her political career? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: the fallout from this scandal will not be contained within the walls of Parliament. The public is watching closely, and both the Labour Party and the Conservative Party will need to tread carefully in the coming weeks. With MPs from all sides calling for accountability and transparency, the pressure is mounting. The £2 billion Ukraine scandal has exposed deep divisions within the political establishment, and the consequences of this controversy will likely reverberate through the UK's political landscape for years to come.